real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Lisa Taylor was in love with the defendant, and she wanted to marry him, but she claims the defendant's crack addiction destroyed everything they had. Lisa's suing her ex for the balance due on a truck and a dental bill because the defendant headbutted her and cracked her tooth. Defendant Dwayne Douglas claims he used to have a problem with crack, but insists he has cleaned up his act. Dwayne admits that he headbutted Lisa, but says it was only after she slapped him while he was sleeping and refused to let him leave the house.
Tell me what happened.
Well, Judge Mathis, first of all, I'd like to say I love your show. I watch your show and we tape all your shows.
Thank you. You say we.
My family.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So no matter what happens today, I'm still a fan.
Thank you.
Well, to begin, first of all, I love this man. I was going to marry this man, and everything was really good until his crack addiction just destroyed everything we had.
When did you all begin dating?
We met in December of '05, but we started dating like January of '06.
Mm-hmm. What was it like?
He was really sweet. He would run bubble baths, treat me, and he'd, he was really good to me.
Okay.
We went out to movies, dinners.
So when did
had
things
a good
turn
time.
bad?
Things turned bad when he cheated on me in June of 2006. A young lady had called his phone. I checked the message like, let me see.
You checked his messages?
I did. I had a code.
You violated his privacy?
No, he gave me the code.
Oh, did you?
I don't recall.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So I go home and I confront him about it, and we get to, a little tussling, arguing, wrestling in the yard, whatnot.
When did you all break up?
September, October of '09.
When did you notice the alleged crack addiction?
It wasn't until like June of 2007, and that's when he had did his first disappearing act. Okay. I was really in love with him. I thought he was hurt, calling the hospitals, the jails.
And he came back and admitted?
No, I found him.
Where?
He was in a local speedway, walking around with a black and mild, thinking everything was good.
How did you ultimately confirm that it was crack?
Well, my daughter is the one that actually found the first piece of evidence that confirmed the...
What?
It was a crack pipe he had hid in clothes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why did you all break up?
Well, it was like a week before we were getting married. I had found him in a spot where he was getting high, and I just couldn't see that being my life.
Mm-hmm. Sir, you want to give me some background?
Yes, sir. I met Ms. Taylor towards the end of '05, I would say that. The relationship was going well at the time, but as time went on, she revealed that she had been in some abusive relationships in the past, which I'm not a hitter. I would rather walk away and run.
Yes,
you believe it?
Yes, you do. You are a hitter.
No,
you're right.
No, I'm not. No. No. Okay.
Give me a hit.
So,
hit that pipe.
when she got the message from the text message, the voicemail that she claimed, she slapped me in my sleep. And then, I woke up, one thing led to another. I'm like, rather than to talk about it, she slapped me in my sleep, and I tried to leave the house, and we got into an argument. She wouldn't let me leave. And I had got mad and I headbutted her. I did. And I admit that. I'm not proud of it.
That's what you're suing him for today?
Yes, but that's
the
not
dental
what
bill
happened.
on the headbutt? Okay. He doesn't want to talk about being a crackhead, obviously.
Well, that's her story. I have 10 people that tell you
Were you a
something
crackhead
different.
or not?
No, sir, I'm not.
All right, you never been one?
I'm not a crack. No, sir.
You never been
I've
a
had
crackhead?
issues with drugs and alcohol.
Crack?
But no, that was one of them.
Well, then you a crackhead.
But I got cleaned up.
And people who try and deny it and talk around it, they usually still crackheads.
I
The people who clean up, they say, yeah, I was this and I was that, but thank God I'm not anymore. That's behind me. I've cleaned up and this is what I'm doing. But all that, I'm not, and I used to be, and I tried it before, and maybe so, and that means you might still be a crackhead. All right, so you tell me about the incident at hand that he jumped to try and clarify.
He had been in treatment, and he had started talking to a young lady in treatment.
Not
treatment?
That is not
Yes.
true.
So you've been to treatment?
It's
In
not
November.
true.
Sir, you've been to treatment?
No, sir, Your Honor. That is not true.
All right. Go ahead.
He met the young lady, and he left, and it was Thanksgiving week. He had left and moved in with this young lady.
Why do you think she's making up the fact? Sir, why do you think she's making up that you
have
went
to
to
ask
treatment?
her. I got 10
I'm
other
asking
people that
you.
would tell
She's
me
telling
that.
me affirmatively what she said happened. You're the one denying it, so I'm asking, why do you think a person would lie on you about being in treatment for being a crackhead?
Well, because she has a habit of telling the half-truth.
Okay.
Poor little Miss Innocent me.
All right. So
I'm
who
such
should
a
I believe, a
victim.
crackhead or her?
I can't tell you who to believe.
Okay, I believe her. I'll tell you that. Go ahead.
So he moved in with this young lady, and then like probably 3 weeks later, he wanted to come home. And I admit I loved him, and I wanted him to come home. Well, he couldn't come home as long as he was with this young lady. He wanted to come and get his things. When he got some of his things, I guess he was still angry, and as he was leaving, he headbutted me. And he broke my tooth.
Let's see your dental bill. Sir, what do you have to say about that?
That's not how that happened, Your Honor. Like I said, she slapped me into sleep because of a text message. She tried to wake me up by slapping me. I got angry. I wanted to leave. Lisa is a hitter. Okay, I'm not even that kind of person. I'm not. Because if I was that kind of person, why did the relationship last as long as it did? Okay, I admitted headbutting her.
You want to tell me what happened?
I admitted headbutting her. I admit headbutting her out of anger because Lisa is a hitter.
Well, you're going to pay for that headbutt. And how about the balance owed on a truck? What is that? What happened with a truck? Tell me about that.
He was straight. He had went to rehab, gotten himself clean, and he wanted a vehicle because he was working. And he found this vehicle.
Say he never went to rehab, ma'am. You keep saying that. He said he never went.
He went to rehab.
Ask him.
Did you go to rehab?
Not
Tell
at
the
that
truth,
time, no.
please.
Not at that time.
No, I went the first time.
What?
Not at that time, no. I moved to Columbus.
You said you
when I
never
lied.
went. Yeah, you're a crackhead again.
I moved to Columbus, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
So he had needed a vehicle, and I refused to do it unless he had a clean drug test. Well, things were going good. He had a clean drug test, and we went and we co-signed for the truck. Like, I want to say a month, 2 months later, he was back out there in the streets. He wasn't making any payments.
So what do you have to say about the car?
I made the payments, Your Honor. That was the condition of getting the truck. I make the payments on the truck and the insurance. The truck did not get repossessed until late October or November. You're not going to have a truck for that long if you're behind on the payments.
Why did they repossess it?
Because I lost my job and moved to Columbus, Ohio, looking for work.
And didn't pay. You were somewhere smoking crack.
No, I wasn't.
That's where you were. That's why you couldn't
No.
pay. You smoked it up in crack.
I was
It's
unemployed
like you sit
from
here and
getting
lied
laid
about
off.
you never went to treatment, and then later you admit that you did go to treatment before. You're a crackhead. You got crackish ways. $4,765 is your judgment. I believe everything you say, and I believe nothing he says. He lied blatantly, tried to rise up like he was somebody other than a crackhead, and crackheads don't rise up on me. You get cracked. $4,765. Have a good day.
I think he could be a really great person once he straightens his life out, and I really hope he straightens his life out.
I just wish you well. I never meant no harm. When I said I loved you, it was genuine.